I'd like to invite Kendra up on stage with me. So Kendra seeks to develop a platform to enable open discourse and discovery of social issues. Glad to have with us today Wei Bin. Hi, Wei Bin.
Thank you.
Hi.
Yeah, nice
All
to be
right.
here.
All ready for the pitch?
Yep.
All right. The stage is yours.
Thank you so much. Right. Good evening, fellow judges and everyone. I'm Wei Ping from Team Candid, and thank you for joining me today. Okay, today I will be speaking to you about the issue of racism and why it's a bigger issue than we might think. It is logical to assume that the lack of media coverage on racism in recent years may suggest that it's not a big issue. However, this is exactly the issue. Looking through the various channels that have been created for people to voice their opinions about racism, they either lack open communication or are not safe for people to voice their views. Let me quote a paragraph from one of such channels, and it states that there are consequences for bringing up issues related to race, and these consequences affect everyone, regardless of status. This was the final message that the channel made before closing down due to the social pressures that it faced. Due to the conservative climate in Singapore and the possible legal consequences, it is natural that people do not feel safe to speak out about racial issues, and hence they end up resorting to self-censorship. The fear to speak up is also a contributing factor that there are no mainstream channels for people to talk about racial issues, as people have to settle for smaller channels that are less accessible to the public. So the real issue here is that we need to bring such issues to light and tackle the gaps of the lack of open and credible channels to do so, as well as quell the fears that people have about voicing their opinions. To bridge the gap, I present to you our solution, ReadyAnot, a platform for open discourse and discovery of social issues. The front page of our platform allows for users to browse social issues by 3 different categories, and this enables the ease of exploration, where those who are new to and interested in those social issues can easily join the conversation. To facilitate these conversations, our platform provides a forum, a safe and credible space moderated jointly by an AI hate speech detection model, as well as activists of each of the social issues. And people are able to express their opinions with the option of anonymity, allowing them to feel safe. So this creates a bridge between the people who are involved in social issues and those who aren't, bringing more people into the conversation. Going one step further, we want to enable people to spark their own social change. And hence, we also created the stage, which links the public to the government. Groups or individuals can propose ideas on the stage, where public and private organizations can adopt or share their resources geared towards tackling social issues towards those initiatives. This provides a platform to aggregate resources meant for social change and drive initiatives, as well as empower change through collaboration and more efficient use of resources. The stage can also be an avenue for the public to reach out and join existing social initiatives or show their support simply through likes and shares. This way, private and public organizations will be able to filter out initiatives that have the most public approval so they know which ones to adopt. So the stage creates a bridge between the people and the government and assures the people that their voice is heard. Owing to the fact that the most active group in social issues is that of youth aged 15 to 34, we intend to target this age group as our go-to-market strategy, as they are the most likely to resonate with our cause. Moving forward, we'll be reaching out to existing social issue channels, as well as cross-promote our efforts between them and us. And we also intend to collaborate with the government institutions, as well as experts on various social issues to be able to create resources to further address each social issue. Lastly, we intend to fully implement an AI moderator for scalability, as well as explore the use of sentiment analysis to give us a better grasp on each social issue and potential ideas on how to tackle them better. Last but not least, presenting to you the dedicated team behind this project. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Wei Bin. All right, over to the judges for Q&A.
I just want to ask a question that was asked previously.
Right.
How we ensure that the discourse is safe? I mean, is there a real-time moderator at all times? How will it work?
Yeah, so definitely, ideally, we want to use a tech solution like the AI for scalability-wise. But definitely, at this stage, it's not possible because, as you can see, even big companies like Facebook and other like Twitter, all those companies are struggling to do so. But we intend to bring in moderators. So those people will usually be those who are in charge of the existing social media platforms, the social media pages. So they have some experience in moderating. And then we intend to also build up our own AI moderator through the resources that a lot of companies are actually using because of the fact that it's a very pertinent issue. So a lot of resources are actually being channeled to it, so we can ride on these resources and create our own AI moderator in that sense. Yeah, but as I understand your concern, because it's a very fine line between moderation as well as the freedom of speech. So definitely it's one of the biggest challenges that we face. So that's why we intend to use a mix of both humans and AI.
Do you have a plan as to if, let's say, within the conversation, something sensitive comes out or there is some disagreements or issues between the participants? Do you have a plan as to how to kind of address that?
Right. Okay. So actually, at the last slide, at the last part, we intend to use sentiment analysis. So our initial idea was to measure the polarity of the issue. So it means that the people are very polarized, so they disagree on a lot of things. So actually, instead of just getting rid of the hate comments and stuff, we want to tackle that by bringing in like expert opinions, so we can arm those people with like better ideas and information, so they can continue their constructive conversation. Because we don't want to shut down those people. Essentially, we want the conversation to happen, because these are the people that we really need to convert, and we shouldn't be shunning them away. Yep.
All right, any other questions from the judges? All good? All right, thanks, Wei Bin.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, and we're